Hi guys, this is your reading for Monday the 25th of December. Merry Christmas. And because it's Christmas, I'm using the most festive deck that I have, which is the Truth Seekers Tarot. Cards are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to choose 3 cards here to give you an insight into the day, and that card wants to fall out and wants to be noticed. So I'm going to use that one. And then these are kind of getting stuck. Oop. That and these two. So let's see what we're getting. Okay, so we've got 4 cards here for Christmas Day. So let's see what we're getting. So we have the King of Swords, and we have the 8 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. Really positive. The King of Swords is a court card. He's the one who has mastered his thinking and his ideas. He's able to take action, and to take action not just on a whim, but he's able to ride out and make decisions for the community, for the greater good. And he's really someone who's reliable. You can think of the King of Swords as a judge. So, good judgment, clear thinking is in place. You'll be able to kind of look at things from a positive perspective, a clear perspective. The next card, the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups represents having really good things in place, and in this deck it's illustrated quite beautifully because you've got to have some wealth and some positive things going on to be able to build this kind of harbor and to be able to build these ships, correct? To start trade. You've got to start from somewhere. If you've just got a twig and nothing, you're not going to be able to build a harbor. The 8 of Cups really represents having good things in life, but looking to the future and really wanting to leave good things behind for something even better, like the grass is kind of greener syndrome. And in this deck, it's really interesting that these cups here are kind of decorative in terms of this harbor, because the focus is really on the good things that you've got in life. And we're mainly looking at the harbor here, and we're within this courtyard. We're not out at sea. The ships are just kind of hovering around. They're not going anywhere. And the focus really is that the light is shining on all of the good things that you've got in your life. So there isn't a sense of leaving things behind and wanting something better. You're really going to be able to enjoy the good things that are in your life here on Christmas Day, and to see those things as positive. And the King of Swords gives you a clear kind of view of that. So you'll be able to be present here on the day. You'll be able to see things as they are and be grateful for the things that are good in life. But there'll also be an understanding that things could be different, and that your circumstances could change in future. So the light isn't shining out to sea here, it's lighting the courtyard. So despite the fact that you see things really, really clearly, you know that things could be better or they could be worse. Regardless of that, you're really taking note of what is. What I'm getting is that, you're really connected with the present moment. It's like the power of now. You're here in this courtyard, you're appreciative of what you've got, you're seeing things clearly, and you can enjoy what's going on. So regardless of whether you have traveled a long way and you're with family and you love everybody and everything's wonderful, or you are visiting people who, where the relationships are a little bit more difficult, or you're spending Christmas by yourself, there's really a clear sense of thinking. So regardless of where you are, you're going to look at your circumstances, and you're not going to fall into a pity party, because that would be faulty thinking, because there's always something to be grateful for. And you're also not going to be overly aggressive or think you're running the show. You see yourself as part of the greater whole, as one of many, and you really understand your place in all of this. So you're not overly controlling, you're not kind of telling people what to do. You have mastered your thoughts and ideas, and because of that, you can deal with situations which are positive very easily, and you also have the strength to deal with difficult situations in a really good and concise way. The King of Swords, if someone comes up to him and slanders him, he doesn't fly off the handle and just freak out. He's able to say, well, I've been here before, I've dealt with this situation before, it's difficult, but I know how to deal with it. I will make a decision to either resolve it or to let it go. He really is very unemotional and very smart. So that's what the great thing is about these two cards, is that you're seeing the situation for what it is, and you're looking at the positives and the negatives. You're grateful for the positives, and you're able to see the situation for what it is in the here and now, and you're able to stay present. The next card is the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is a blessing from the universe. It's a gift, and the Ace of Cups represents love and kindness and compassion and connecting with other people, and your cup running over with positive feelings. So not only do we have 8 cups here, we now have another cup which is from the universe, and 8 and 1 is 9, and 9 is about spirituality and completion anyway. So the universe is supporting you in the sense of filling you with positive feelings, giving you a sense of love for others, seeing the best in them, not being totally blindsided and blinded by, not living in fantasy land, but seeing things for what they are, but being loving and compassionate anyway. So, if you have a brother who always comes to Christmas and ruins everything and makes things difficult, you'll be able to see him for what he is, and you won't forget about the past 5 Christmases where he's just thrown a scene and things like that. But you'll be able to see the best in him and realize that he's your brother, and to take things in your stride and not to overreact. So you're very non-reactive, you're kind of stoic in your approach here, and you're very loving, and you see the best in people without being fooled, if you see what I mean. You're not going overboard and saying, I forget about the last 5 Christmases and everything's so wonderful, and it's such a surprise that he's ruined Christmas again. I'm shocked. You're not in that mode. You're crystal clear and you're loving. Finally, we have the most positive card in the tarot, which is the 4 of Wands. And usually the 4 of Wands is represented with the 2 wands here, and then another 2 wands there, and it looks like 1111. It looks like a new beginning. It's usually a gateway, a doorway card, and it represents celebrations and weddings and people being positive and happy and coming together and enjoying each other's company. In this deck, we've got this red ribbon tying the different ones together and one being separate. So what's interesting here is that we've got a sense of people coming together, but there also being a choice of whether you want to get involved in that coming together. So again, it's the same thing. I haven't forgotten what's happened in the past. I'm not totally forgetting my own life, but I'm seeing the good in myself and in other people, and I'm able to participate and take part in this, and no one's forcing me to do anything. So there's a real sense of freedom here, and often for a lot of people, Christmas and Christmas Day can be filled with very conflicting emotions. It can be a really happy, positive time. It can sometimes be a really busy and overwhelming time. Sometimes there can be a sense of duty and obligation associated with it. But that's really not the case here. There's a real sense of I can participate and feel connected to people if I choose. I do have this sense of I want to give of myself and be self-sacrificing and add positive things to the situation. I love the situation that I'm in. Plus, I'm able to make decisions around the way I'm going to behave. So it's a very balanced kind of Christmas here. We've got the element of air, we've got the element of water, and we've got the element of fire. So we've got thoughts, feelings, passions. The only thing that's missing is the Suit of Pentacles, and that has to do with money and being grounded in physical belongings. So what this Christmas Day isn't about is about money and physical things, which a lot of the time Christmas is, where it's just, how many presents have I got? It's not about that. You really see this as an opportunity to connect with other people and really to share your heart with other people and to connect on an authentic and genuine level. And that's really what makes this such a wonderful celebration, because you're able to connect And that's what really brings us happiness in life. You know, you can't connect with a PlayStation 4. I mean, you can play it for a couple of hours, but then you'll be sick of it and then you'll want something else. But other people, you can get something back in terms of the emotions. You can feel good by being of service to them. You can build really lifelong, meaningful relationships. And also, with all this water, you're very intuitive and spiritually inclined. And we've got this 9 here in the middle. So if you are spending Christmas by yourself, you're not going to feel alone because the veil is kind of thin here through all this water being in this spread. And that allows you to connect with your guides, your angels, your ancestors, the archangels, higher beings, and you can really connect and feel a sense of community whether you're with other people or not. And the 4 of Wands, like I said, is the most positive card in the deck, so there's going to be a sense of celebration here in the air anyway. And the King of Swords is going to prevent you from, he's kind of the guardian preventing negative thoughts from coming in. So he's kind of chasing all of the negativity away, allowing you to feel your feelings and to love and to be positive and to be happy and to laugh and to enjoy yourself and to celebrate with other people or by yourself. So as far as Christmases go, this is really a very, very, very positive one where I don't see any kind of clouds on the horizon here. I see you being blessed with feelings of love and kindness and generosity. Number-wise, we've got a chord card which is 1. 1 and 8 is 9. The ace is 1, so that's 10. 10 and 4 is 14. And 1 and 4 is 5. And 5 is about freedom. So you really feel free on this day, which is ironic because Christmas is the one day where, you know, you really do feel often a sense of obligation and duty and you don't feel free. I have to make the turkey. I have to buy presents. I have to put on a happy face. And that's not the case here on this Christmas. You can really be yourself. And the good news is that you're kind of aligned with the energy of Christmas as it ought to be, you know. People enjoying themselves and being happy and having a nice time. So don't try and fake it. Just be yourself, get in touch with your feelings, and you'll notice that there's a genuine sense of joy and kindness and compassion and the fact that you like other people in a genuine way. That's going to arise out of you, like up here. It's just going to explode out of you, and you'll really want to connect and want to be around other people and have a good time. So you don't have to put on a brave face. It comes naturally. So it looks like a great day. You will feel emotionally free here. You're not going to feel like, oh my God, I'm trapped. When is Christmas over? I need to get out of here and go home. There's really the potential to have a wonderful time. So try and stay in the present moment, try and see the good things that are in your life right now, rather than already thinking, okay, well, you know, on the 28th, I'm going back to work and I'm going to do this, A, B, C, and D. Try and enjoy the day for what it is, because as far as days go, this is one of the best days that you can have with all this energy here. Really, really positive and very balanced, which is what you need when you have this kind of complexity in a day like Christmas Day. So I hope you have a wonderful time. If you would like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. And in my readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. And the astrology chart in particular gives me a blueprint of your soul. It shows me why you've come back into this lifetime, what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are. And I can also use the predictive astrology to see what's coming up in your love life, in your finances, in your career. We can look at compatibility with loved ones, partners, when the best time is to move, buy and sell things, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and how you can use those to your advantage. So if you have any questions at all, I can answer them by using these tools. So just get in touch via the website, gregoryscott.com. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Have a wonderful day here, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.